So we're in this very beautiful garden here on the Baltic Sea coast in Poland, and we're seeing nature at its best. Actually, long, long time ago, going back who knows how many years, the Earth planet looked like this everywhere. But because human beings don't know how to utilize it properly, don't take according to their need, they take it according to their greed, we see that the Earth doesn't look as beautiful as when it was created. And we have to bear in mind whose nature this is. We speak about nature. Prabhupada would often say, okay, whose nature? It's not our nature. We didn't create it. We're not maintaining it, etc. It was created by a person. You can see everything's very nicely arranged and beautiful colors and so much opulence. So that opulence ultimately comes from Krishna, from God. And this is how he intended it to be, so that we could live a simple life, but in nice surroundings, and take advantage to become Krishna conscious. Now everyone's forced to live in big cities, crammed into little apartments. The cars are going by, and the noise, and all the propaganda and the advertising for sense gratification. So people aren't really happy in the cities. And the proof is that when it's time for vacation, they leave the city and they come to some place like this, because this is how it was meant to be. And Prabhupada, very early on, even before he came to America, he was invited to go to Japan. So Japan has many beautiful gardens like this. The people there are very conscientious of the beauty of nature. And Prabhupada wrote a book called Light of the Bhagavad, in which he reveals the beauty of material nature, but he gives credit to Krishna as the creator. So when we see this opulence of Mother Nature, which is just one of the energies of God, he has unlimited energies. This is just one of the energy. Even though we can't see him directly, we can see this creation. We can be impressed. Oh, he must be an amazing person. Like if somebody creates something, like nowadays, people invent something like iPhones or, whatever, then we give them credit. Oh, thank you, Steve Jobs, for creating this iPhone. So we should also think in the same way. When we see the beauty of material nature, we should not think it happened by chance. How could all these flowers, these different varieties of flowers, these beautiful flowers, just come about by chance, just a little butterfly? How did they come about by chance? No, there's an order to everything, from the atom up to the universe. There's so much order. If you see order in something, it means intelligence. You go to their home, no one's there, everything's arranged very nicely. You can't think, oh, this just came about by chance. Because there's so much order in the house. You think, oh, some intelligent people live here. So in the same way, if we see order in the creation, even in the atom, if you look at the atom, it's moving in a very symmetrical way. If you look at the universe, it's like a big atom. The planets are going around, they're not colliding. The sun's rising, it's setting, the moon's coming up every night. It's not by chance. There has to be someone behind it. So if this is so beautiful, and it's the energy of that person, imagine how beautiful that person is. And who's that person? Krishna. So therefore, that's an appropriate name. Krishna means the all-attractive one, the all-beautiful one. And therefore, in the Bhagavad-Gita, there's a number of chapters. One chapter is called Opulence of the Absolute. And Krishna's giving some indication of the great things in nature, whereby we can appreciate him as the source of those wonders. Like people talk about the 7 wonders of the world, the hanging gardens of Babylon, I think the pyramids of Egypt. There's 7 wonders. Everything's wonderful because someone created it, someone's maintaining it. And eventually this will all be annihilated because we've abused it. But then Krishna will create it again. So it's a nice lesson to come here, not just, oh, this looks pretty, but to connect it to someone. Like you get a beautiful sari, where did it come from? It's a Benares sari. It's from Rajasthan. Where does it come from? So where does all this come from? If we think that if we don't connect it to the source, we're not giving full credit. Somebody creates something wonderful, you should give credit to that person. We actually thank Steve Jobs. With these phones, we can keep in touch with our friends and send them videos of where we are today, like that. And, Henry Ford created the automobile. So many things were created, but if you separate the creation from the person, it's not proper. So therefore, just the air we breathe, the light by which we see things, the wind, the earth in which we walk, we just become so conditioned, it becomes familiar. We just think it's just here, but it's here, it's facilitated. What if there was no air to breathe? We'd die immediately. So where does the air come from? Where does the earth come from? Where does the sunlight come from? It comes from the Supreme Personality of Godhead Krishna. So if you get a gift from someone and you don't say thank you, do you think that that person will give you more gifts? Like Prabhupada gave me his charter, and he said a gift from a Vaishnava is very special, or a gift from anyone. A gift means someone's giving you part of their energy. They give you part of themselves. And if you don't say thank you, like my mother used to say when I was opening up the Christmas presents, say thank you, say thank you, say thank you. Here we are, we can appreciate the beauty of nature. Whose nature? Krishna's nature. And we can thank him for giving us a reminder of how nice it could be if human beings lived a civilized life and didn't rape the earth, destroying the forest, polluting the air, putting all the sewage into the oceans. It's so sad. But here we get a little idea what it could be and what it is up there, forever and forevermore. So let's walk around with that consciousness. It is so beautiful, but who made it beautiful? The most beautiful person. Krishna's so beautiful. He's always 16. He's the oldest person in creation, but he's still 16. His beautiful long keshava, curling hair. His beautiful lotus eyes, which go almost to his ears. His long arms extending down to his knees. The soles of his feet have a reddish tint to them. His beautiful smile, ignatic smile, it says in the Bhagavatam. Yeah, that's the original beauty. So appreciate that while we're here. I wasn't expecting to give a talk, but I got inspired seeing how it should be, how it is. So we thank Srila Prabhupada for revealing all this to us. How would we have ever known if Prabhupada had not left India and come to the West? That's why every morning we offer Prabhupada some incense and a flower. So simple. You have just a picture of Prabhupada, a picture of Krishna, and every day before you go to work or school, you put a flower in front of the picture, some incense, chinkar. It's so simple. It's so hard to live in this world. It's so easy to get home. So beautiful garden. Let's go around and share our experience here with the devotees, and we can share our experience with the world, because the world's just forgotten. We say in English, they've lost the plot. But we know the plot is human life means to go back to Godhead. Slowly, everyone has their pace. You can't push people, but slowly we go back. Better to be going slowly in the right direction than running in the wrong direction. All glories to Srila Prabhupada. Thank you, Krishna, for this beautiful picture today of brief reality, this beautiful nature. What it's like in Shiva and Hare Krishna.